All right, guys, this video is going to go over the 20 stocks you guys requested for me to analyze over on Twitter. And before we begin, really quickly, if you haven't already, subscribe to my blog, themarketspeculator.blogspot.com. And if you want to get email alerts when I have a new post, I'm going to have some really good posts this week. Just put your email address here, hit submit, and the post will come straight to your email. And then, if you haven't already, take a 14-day free trial over on Bulls on Wall Street to the Swing Trade Report, which I put out nightly, and also trade alerts and intraday videos. Just put your name, email address, and phone number here, and you will get a 14-day free trial. And I'll give you a sneak peek into the, actually I haven't done tomorrow's yet, I'm about to do that after this, but you can see here, you get a quick summary of what's going on, what we're looking at. There's usually a 10 to 15 minute video that goes over everything I'm looking at for the next day and goes over our current positions, the markets, our focus lists, and right now we're really keying in on earnings breakouts, so we're going over that quite a bit. Then basically a review of the video. If you can't view the video, you can quickly go through this, and I always have a quick link for you to just click on the focus list that we're looking at. That way the next day you can just quickly look at them. You know, if you've got a job and you don't have time to watch market, you can just look at them here, and obviously I also alert you when I make my own trades. So that's over on, I clicked off it here, but it's bullsonwallstreet.com. Go over to Swing, and then you can take the 14-day free trial. Let's get to the stocks you guys requested, and I have not even looked at these yet, so unless it's on my focus list, this is just going to be a really quick analysis here. I had a number of you ask about MBLY. You guys must be day trading it quite a bit. There is a lot of volatility here. It's been in a downtrend, and it looks like volume might be picking up a little bit, and we had a nice move here, it looks like on Wednesday, remounting the 20-day. So that's a healthy move if we're looking for a bottom or a move out of a downtrend. Obviously, we want to see the 50-day moving average get remounted. That's where I'll get interested. I know some of you have different strategies, but for me, I'm going to watch that 50-day moving average. If it turns back down, it just continues the downtrend. But if it breaks this, it's back in that uptrend, and you could test 55.60 here. Zen. I did look at this one. I like this quite a bit. It's been a strong stock. Nice volume pattern here. And then on Friday, made a nice move over the 50-day moving average. I'd like to see a little pullback for entry there. Generally, my strategy with pullbacks versus just entering, if it's got a lot of momentum behind it, looks like you really make a move, I'll enter. This one, otherwise, I like to play it safe and just wait for a pullback. SPLK. Software application, there have been a number of good stocks in software application. So it's in a good sector. It's got a bottoming formation it's putting in here, testing this 53 level. But there's nothing here that really leads me. I think there's other stocks we can look at, especially in that space. I don't see a real surge in volume here. So I would not be looking at that position right now. SYY, testing the highs. I'd probably watch for a breakout here. It's not the most volatile stock, so it's not something I personally would trade. But I would be looking at a break of 41.50 or a test of this 50-day moving average, which looks like there have been 1, 2 tests that have been successful here, a third test here. So maybe another test of the 50-day. CLDX. This one is actually on my watch list, not on the focus list yet. Basically, the difference is the watch list is a broader section of stocks that I'm watching. The focus list is more of what I'm keying in on. Looks like we're pulling back. We had this inverted hammer at the after breaking out. And we're seeing if we can hold that level here. If it doesn't hold this level, I would imagine we're going to test the 50-day moving average. IPHI, and here is one that I have never traded or even heard of, but it's in the semiconductor space. I actually like this a lot. I will be paying attention to this one now. Semiconductors, a real pickup in volume here since December. I'm not sure why this hasn't made my scans, but a really nice volume pattern. Explosive move here. We've got a breakout. The entry was probably in this range here, and now we'll kind of watch. We had this box here. We'll kind of watch for another box before to try to get in at the bottom of that box. SCMP, a nice looking stock here. A great volume pattern. Look for a pullback to the 20-day, which would get us back at the top of this range by the time the 20-day 20-day will keep moving up as this pulls back here, and that would give us a good entry level. G-Pro, a lot of questions about G-Pro. It's one that I've traded quite a bit. I don't see a lot here now. We had this little hammer, and I was watching that. It has held up so far, but I don't see that volume going in that I would like. So as of now, it's a short on these up moves to the moving average. But we'll see if volume picks up. If it remounts at 20-day, then it might get as interesting as a long position. Biotech, a lot of good biotech stocks. I'm following right now Kemp, Kite, and a few others in here. Blue and AGO. This is a nice looking stock, had that breakout move up. Now it's pulled back and consolidated. Kind of a heavy stock. I like to go under 100 million for biotechs. And it's also under 5, and I usually don't trade stocks under 5. But testing that 50-day and the 20-day, at the least, you can tell yourself you've got a good volume pattern, so that increases the probability of a successful trade. And you've got these moving averages and a support range here. So if you want to enter in here, you've got a clearly defined area where you can place your stop, and then maybe you get a move and test the highs. Faye, this one is on our focus list. Kind of all over the place. Still a decent volume pattern. The reason I like it is because of the volatility. You can minimize your risk, use a tight stop, and or take a smaller position, use a little bit of a looser stop. But when it goes up, you get these explosive moves really quick, right? Like this move here, 31 to almost 35, actually above 35 in a matter of days. 27 to 33 in a matter of days. So this is one you kind of take a shot at it. You might get stopped out 2 or 3 times, but when it hits, it's going to hit big. So don't worry about your win rate on that one. Cyber is one that I've been watching. I've traded it a few times successfully, testing this range in here under the 50-day moving average. So I'd like to see it clear that. Cybersecurity is hot right now. I'll just give you a little insight into what we're talking about in the report. I'm looking at AMBA instead. Rather than the pure cybersecurity stock, this is a semiconductor stock that provides the chips to the cybersecurity stocks. And I like this pattern a little better. So if I was going to play cyber or something in the cybersecurity, I'd go with AMBA instead. BAC, I'm kind of staying away from financials right now. They did have a good week, but still in this downtrend. So we need to see some supports clear, or resistance clear before entering there. Cree looking good, needs a pullback there. Google, this is coming off that classic bottoming formation we've been talking about in other sectors, and Google's got the same thing. We've got these retests here, nice volume pattern, now has remounted the 50-day moving average, and we'd like to see a pullback for entry. Nope. This one is also on our focus list, a nice bottoming formation. We're just waiting for a good place to enter there. Apple, for me, Apple's kind of all over the place, and there's really not a really good probability in either direction. So I'm staying away from Apple right now. I know earnings are this week, so that'll clue us in on which way we want to go on Apple. VA, this was on our focus list. I've liked it a lot, but we got that big move on Friday. Don't know why. I haven't looked into it. Maybe it was earnings, but I would imagine volume would have been more if it was earnings. But I'm staying away right now, but still watching. Then PCLN. That's like Apple, kind of all over the place. Not something I'm looking to trade right now. So that's it for the stocks that you guys have requested. Again, you can go over to my blog here, follow my blog posts. I should have 3 or 4 really good ones this week. You can put your email address here, and then you'll get them delivered right to your email. And then real quick, if you want to take a free trial to the trade report, you can go to bullsonewallstreet.com. That's Kunal there, and go to Swing Trader. Go to part-time trader free trial, and then you can get that 14-day free trial. So we'll do this again in a week or two. I'll put out a request for stocks, and we'll get another video out. Till then, have some great trading.